Good morning, guys. I'm going to switch this around a little bit. My phone is not letting me switch it on the video. Is that a thing? Anyway, sorry. Good morning. Today I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what I do for meal prep. Kind of especially like just my breakfasts and snacks and lunches, and how I kind of just make it easy so that I can just grab and go. I'm more of a snacker. Like, I don't sit down and eat really for those meals. Supper I do, but not really for breakfast or lunch or just snacks in between. And I snack a lot, but unhealthy stuff, so that's good. So I just kind of want to show you, okay, so some of my go-tos. First of all, I always want to make sure that I get all of my food groups in and in the right amount. And something that's really helped me with that are these containers. They're the 21 Day Fix containers. I just want to show you what they each represent. Of course, you don't have to have them, but they really have helped me just to make sure I eat the right food groups in the right proportion to make sure that I'm getting all the nutrients that I need. And also it comes with a book that really tells you like the good types of proteins, good types of grains, good types, all that stuff. So anyways, just to give you an example, like for me, I'm really short. And so I don't get a whole lot of containers every day, but honestly, it's more than I usually can eat. So I just want to show you quick what I'm supposed to have during the day so you can see with my meal planning, like what I eat. So these represent the proteins, and I'm supposed to get 4 of those a day. So like all my meats and my proteins and stuff, and I'll explain that more. These are the fruits, and I can have 2 of those a day. These are the veggies, and I get 3 of those a day. And these are the carbs, which is only 2 a day. And then these are like your healthy fats and stuff, and I think I get 1 of those. And then the orange is like your seeds and nuts and not dressings. Is it dressing? Maybe dressings. So, and then you always also get teaspoon for like the oils and stuff. So I kind of go by that when I'm planning my snacks and stuff like that. So one of my go-tos is Greek yogurt. So instead of buying like the little Greek yogurt or the little containers with like the fruit already mixed in, I find that I can save some money, and I think it's better for you to buy like just a whole big plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And then I buy like this huge bag of frozen berries in the frozen section, and then you can either thaw them or not thaw them and just put them in, and then I just put in the yogurt. And yogurt for me is considered a protein, so it's red. So I just fill this container up with yogurt, put it in here, and then I take my fruit and put it in there with my purple. And actually, I usually use a half because that's a lot of fruit otherwise. And then I'm all set to go with like a yogurt parfait. And then I make these, where'd they go? Little pouches of, and all it is old-fashioned rolled oats. The old-fashioned rolled oats are better for you than the quick oats, just an FYI. And then I just get a yellow container of those, so I just know I have the right portion. And then if I want to, I can add that in later at lunch, or I can just, eat it with the fruit and the yogurt. But then that's a good way to get protein and fruit in for the day, and I know that I have a good amount of that as one of my servings. So that's one thing I always do. And you can put the fruit in, if you put it in frozen, it's kind of nice because if you take it to lunch to work, you can put it in your bag and it will keep your bag nice and cold. So that's nice. Another snacky thing I do is, if you guys ever heard of the energy balls, sorry. Basically, these are energy balls. They're just not in balls. And because, I don't know, the energy balls, to stick together, I've never made them, but to stick together, I think they need a lot of like syrupy stuff, which might be like honey, but that seems like a lot of sugar to me. So I just make these, and all it is rolled oats again, and raisins, and peanut butter, or you could use chocolate chips, peanut butter, and I put chia seeds and flaxseed in there. So it's a nice little protein and carb fix if I need it, and it's sweet. So it really does good at taking place of like my sweet tooth when I'm getting hungry. So That's another just quick snack that I always make. And then as far as some lunches, I always will make a protein, so I will take just a whole bag. If you get frozen chicken at the store, I'll just get a whole bag of frozen chicken. It's usually cheaper than, the fresh or whatever chicken breasts. And I have some cooking right now, but just lay out a whole pan worth, and I just put some garlic and herb seasoning on the top, and then I bake it at 400 degrees for 15 minutes on each side, and they're usually pretty good, and they're really moist and good. And then what I can do with that is I also steam veggies. A lot of times I'll just have frozen veggies. Just grab like a big bag of any mix and do it that way. The frozen veggies and the frozen fruit, it's cheaper, but it's also actually, they usually freeze it right away when it's at like the peak. So in some cases, they say it's even could be better for you than the stuff that's been sitting out in the store in the fresh aisle. So that's kind of interesting when I learned that. So then I can mix my chicken with my, shave it up and mix it with my veggies, or I can just have it on a side. So that's one lunch idea I could have. I could also use it and put it in my salads that I make. Otherwise, I know chicken is just nice. It's you can use it for a lot of different things. So, what else? My Shakeology, I always have that for either breakfast or lunch. And that is just full of superfoods. So that's a quick, easy thing to go to. And then I make salads. I try to have a few salads a week because they're so good for you, and otherwise I'm pretty bad at getting my greens in sometimes. So these just have spinach and romaine and onions, tomatoes, olives. Have you guys ever had these olives? Oh, they're so good. I don't know what they're called. They're like purple sliced Kalamata olives. They have, I don't know, red wine vinegar. Maybe that's why they're so good. But, so yeah, and then I make my own dressing. I'll put it in here. And a couple months ago, I did a cleanse through Beachbody, and it's the first time I've ever made my own dressing. And oh my gosh, it's really, really good. It's called garlic and, I don't know, some kind of garlic creamy dressing. And it's really good. I can post the recipe if you want. It's quick to make, and it lasts you like all week. So it's not hard at all. And you wouldn't believe how a lot of the dressings that you get from the stores are just terrible for you. So, what else? As far as supper prep, tomorrow night we'll be having that enchilada one pot thing that you saw in the recipes. I've never tried it, so I'm excited to try it, but I just have all my veggies cut up, so I don't even have to worry about that, because like I said yesterday, that seems to take me the longest, is cutting up veggies. And then I just spiraled a bunch of zoodles, so I could fry them up quick today, and I could use those for lunches and mix them with my chicken. Another thing I really like to have on my salad is I'll make tuna from this Fix8 cookbook. The tuna salad recipe they have in there is really good, and it doesn't have mayo in it. It's really good for you, and I've been addicted to tuna salads for some reason lately. So I'll put that in my salad, just the tuna made, and I can post that recipe too. Otherwise, just quick snacks I have on hand. I always have almonds, and according to my containers, 10 of them is 1 serving of your healthy fats. So I just put 10 in a bag, and they're a nice little snack. As far as breakfast, a lot of times we eat a lot of eggs. If you ever have seen the egg, and they put them in muffins. Hold on, I gotta check my chicken. They put eggs in the muffin tins, and they make them with veggies and stuff. I do something kind of like that, but what I do is I just saute up a whole bunch of veggies, and then maybe in some garlic and some extra virgin olive oil, and then I sorry, I had to turn my chicken off. And then I just take a bunch of eggs and whip them up, and then I put it in a huge pan together, and I just make like a big egg bake. And then I just put them in these containers. a good portion size. Sometimes I add cheese, but that's one of my blue containers, which is small, so I gotta go sparingly on my cheese. Another good thing for breakfast is, I can share this too as a recipe in that cookbook again. It is the oatmeal and banana pancakes. Whoo, those are really good. I don't even like bananas, and I like those a lot. And they're so good for you compared to regular pancakes. And a good thing with those is you can make like a whole bunch on Sunday, and then you can freeze them and rewarm them up for the kids if you want. You can put fruit on top of them, or maple syrup, things like that. What else? I'll have a lot of just eggs with whole grain toast as a breakfast. Oatmeal, of course, is always good with fruit. You could use steel cut oats, or these rolled oats are always good. Another side that I made last night, that would be really, really good, and I've been addicted to lately, is roasted veggies. You take just a pan, and you take your favorite veggies. The root vegetables are really good for this, and you just put a little olive oil in there and like get them all coated, put them on the pan, put some salt and pepper on them, and you roast them on, I think it was 400 degrees for like 30 to 45 minutes. I did sweet potatoes and onions, and asparagus is super good roasted. I did those last night, and I already ate them all because they were so good. So, what else? I guess that's kind of it. As far as your dinners, just prep everything you can ahead of time. So like your grains, a lot of that you could prep it. You could make the rice ahead of time. You could make, if you're making something with quinoa, you can make that ahead of time. All your veggies, have them all chopped up. And so like that enchilada stuff we're making tomorrow, I literally just have to whip it all together and it's all done. So that is kind of mine. Sorry, it was kind of all over the place, but I think you kind of have an idea. So if you have any questions or anything else, just let me know, and I hope that was helpful a little bit. Thanks. Bye.